Welcome back, Mountain Youth community. During today's staff meeting, I'm going to be presenting our Mountain Youth Trauma-Informed Transition Blueprint. This year, we are taking the leap. We are going to transform our school and our traditional customs into a trauma-informed school to better meet the needs of our students. So let's talk about this Mountain Youth transition. First, I'm going to share my vision for this transformation. Then, during our next Mountain Youth community meeting, which I hope to see all of you attending, we will discuss a shared vision and create our new My Mission. Next, we are going to talk about our new change team, the Mountain Youth Allies for Change and Transformation, or MyACT. This group is going to lead this transformation with each member focusing on an important aspect of a trauma-informed transition. While we have led My Community meetings, we are going to be adding My ACT meetings, which any My Community member can attend for transparency and communication. However, the My ACT meetings will need all members to attend, within reason, of course. Finally, we are going to review the 6 essential characteristics of a powerful trauma-informed transformation: adaptability, education, holistic, safety, community, and accountability. First, the vision and mission. As principal, I recognize that my vision for our transformation may lack some of your vision, or even some of the vision of our students and their families. Today, I will share my vision. Then, at our next My Community meeting, I will ask others to join in this process to create a shared vision and our new Mountain Youth mission. My vision is to strengthen connections with the Mountain Youth community, which includes students, families, staff, and local partners. My vision includes communicating and collaborating with courage and transparency throughout this process. Finally, my vision includes utilizing strength-based and tiered approaches with key evidence-supported initiatives such as social-emotional learning, restorative practices, and mindfulness. Please join us at the next My Community meeting to add your great insights. Our next step is forming our change team, known as the Mountain Youth Allies for Change and Transformation, or MyACT. As the name states, we are aiming for change and transformation. Now, these similar but differing terms are important. Change involves specific initiatives, such as restorative practices and social-emotional learning, for example. Transformation, on the other hand, takes this further. As Shakinas explains, the goal of transformation is not just to execute a defined change, but to reinvent the organization and discover a new or revised model based on a vision for the future. This transformation comes from reinventing what we are currently comfortable doing. My ACT will include members of the entire Mountain Youth community, including students, family members, community partners, and of course, school staff. Members will each focus on an area of change or transformation that they can face head-on, helping other My Community members in the process. Communication between the Mountain Youth community and My ACT will occur through our drop boxes, the My Community Insight Post-it note board, and through My ACT and My Community meetings. So let's talk about the My ACT meetings and the My Community meetings. At My ACT meetings, My ACT members are required to attend, but any My Community member is welcome. These meetings will be 1-hour bi-monthly meetings and will vary days to support attendance. The days and times will be based on the feedback from surveys we collect at our next meeting. Next, the My Community meetings are our short 15-minute standing meetings 3 times a week. These meetings, occurring before school, during lunch, or after school, respect the busy schedules of our great staff, all of you, and our students and their families. The varying days and times support the different schedules of our diverse Mountain Youth community, and attendance is encouraged but not mandatory. Now, we are jumping into our Mountain Youth Trauma-Informed Transition. We are integrating 6 key characteristics to create a powerful and influential transition. According to Reeves' 2017, the 6 characteristics of a positive trauma-informed transformation include adaptability, education, holistic, safety, community, and accountability. First, we are going to look at adaptability, because without it, change and transformation will not take place. Anthony Brandt claims the key to success is often the ability to adapt. So Mountain Youth is going to do just that, adapt. In order to adapt, we must be willing to acknowledge our current customs, even the traditional yet ineffective ones, accept the research surrounding these policies and practices, and alter these customs to better meet the needs of our students. This will not be easy, but it will be transformational. It will take courage to see what we are doing well and to admit what we are not. It will take courage to put our own habits and traditional ways to the side for the best interest of our students. I believe we have this courage. The next characteristic of a powerful trauma-informed transformation is universal education on trauma-informed principles, policies, and practices. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, 2014, identified 4 key R's of trauma-informed care. We must realize the impact of trauma, recognize the signs, respond appropriately, and resist re-traumatization. With a foundation of these 4 R's, we will increase our ability to identify, address, and destigmatize traumatic stress. A powerful trauma-informed transformation is holistic. Our focus will no longer be on just students' academics, although yes, they are still important. We will be shifting to view the well-being of the whole child. This image from the University of Alabama demonstrates the 8 areas of wellness: physical, intellectual, emotional, spiritual, environmental, financial, occupational, and social. At Mountain Youth School, we are going to be primarily focusing on the top 4: social, physical, intellectual, and emotional well-being. We're going to begin implementing change, such as through social-emotional learning, with daily, or more often, self-check-ins and movement, such as yoga. We are also going to be increasing our focus on physical health by reaching out to the community to build partnerships to work toward an on-campus or visiting health clinic to provide our students with greater access to wellness checkups, dental cleaning, and mental health visits. A powerful trauma-informed transformation must also include safety. While we already work toward maintaining a safe school environment, our transformation is going to include learning about why our students may not feel safe, even in what we would consider a safe environment. In future meetings, we will dig deeper into these topics, but we will be learning about the fight, flight, freeze defense mechanisms, the window of tolerance, and neuroplasticity. First, the fight, flight, freeze defense mechanisms are automatic responses to real or perceived danger. It is important to know about the neurobiological changes that occur because individuals who have experienced trauma will have these defense mechanisms activated more often and longer than their peers. Behaviors can be displayed as aggressive, frightened, or withdrawn. Next, the window of tolerance is the range of tolerable stress of an individual. The automatic nervous system is activated and released as it is faced with mild, moderate, or extreme stress. Individuals who have experienced stress can become easily over or underactivated, also known as hyperarousal and hypoarousal. Finally, neuroplasticity is the rewiring of neural networks in the brain, which provide us with the hope and possibility of diminishing effects of triggers and improving self-regulatory skills. Trauma-informed transformations require a strong sense of community. Connected communities are founded on a sense of safety. The previous concepts of fight, flight, freeze, window of tolerance, and neuroplasticity will help create this sense of safety and will build stronger relationships among the Mountain Youth community. Greater knowledge will lead to greater understanding and compassion for others. We will also strengthen our sense of community through community circles, community service, and Mountain Youth Community Days. Finally, a trauma-informed transformation includes student accountability. Accountability will be fostered primarily through restorative practices. The aim of restorative practices is to develop community and to manage conflict and tensions by repairing harm and building relationships. With this focus on community and relationships, we will be better meeting the needs of our students and will decrease the sense of shame. Shame is a powerful emotion that could lead to withdrawal, attacking oneself, attacking others, and avoidance. Instead of our traditional practices, we will be learning how to implement restorative practices, which include using effective questions and statements that shift the focus from the person who would normally be in trouble to the person who is affected. We will also be incorporating restorative circles and conferences, which we will learn about in future meetings. I am so excited for this year's trauma-informed transition. Our next steps include creating the new Mountain Youth Mission, forming the Mountain Youth Allies for Change and Transformation, or MyACT, holding MyACT and My Community meetings, and building our trauma-informed transformation through a dedication to adaptability, education, holistic, safety, community, and accountability. I look forward to working with you, our students, their families, and our community partners to implement this great change and transformation.